We recently revamped our signing tool. We're going to take a look at that in this demo. First, the administration side. If we go to admin, go to CRM, we go to documents. In here, we could create templates. The new option that you see is we have a new level. We did this because we didn't want to break anyone who was using the existing signing. So level 0, just so everyone can see, basically it lets you kind of drag signatures and place them on there. It's a little bit more freeform. Level 1 is going to give us some different options. So you would pick level 1, you put the name in, description, etc. Client fillable means that if you want the client to actually be able to fill out the PDF online before signing, that's an option as well. In this example, you can see here that I have one that's level 1. Now, it does not have an option to place signature markers, which is a step we used to do where you can come in here and you can actually drag these to different positions. We're not doing that anymore. So in this model, what we do is we actually create a fillable field for the signature. Now, keep in mind that when you create that fillable field, you want to make sure that it is a little bit taller than a normal field, just because they're actually going to sign their name. And so when I come into the mapping, now because this is a level 1, there's a new option. So if I come here, I'm just going to grab a field. You have all the other fields that you could map, but you have a new one called signature and initials. If I select this, based off the roles, and you can create your own roles for signing, by default, we have customer 1, customer 2, and company. Now in here, we have signature, initials, and a date. Now the date just has to be a text box on the screen that we're going to map it to. The user is never actually going to type in the date. The system will automatically generate that date when they sign an initial. Now also in this mode, there automatically is a signing order. So when I create a document and I come here, it prompts me for who I want to sign. So I can come here and say customer 2, company, and I can put their email addresses in. And when we do this, we're going to send those emails out. If I had an email to find for this customer, it will automatically put the first one in here. Now in this case, I'm going to go and I'm just going to click this little eyeball, which lets us kind of test what it would look like. So when you send it out to someone who's not actually signed in, they do not get this option at the top. If they had selected fillable, you'd be able to go and pull and check boxes and do everything you want for a fillable field. Now, I'm going to go here and just hit start. And turn it says initial here. So when I click this, I can either draw some initials, or I can go here and say type it and say, let's type this initials. And when I do that, it automatically, go back up to that. Now this is what I was saying, when the box was too small, you would make the box, a real size such that it could actually draw the signature and have it full, look like a real signature. And you'll see that on the next box as well. Now it automatically put the date in here. Now I could have said, next, it takes me to the next spot. You can see that this one's a little bit taller. Just so you can see visually. What I'm doing is I'm going to light up the area for signing. So see this box where it's actually highlighting a decent area. So when I click this, and I'm going to go here and say, type some crazy name, and it puts up and says agree. This just makes sure that it's legal. We track. You'll notice that here this says we're tracking your location, which means we grab the latitude and longitude for the device, as well as IP address and date and timestamps. Now, when I come here, you'll notice that I actually spaced this out and had a real box, so it generates a nice, pretty signature. It lines up perfect for the field that we created, and that's important because we want to make sure that it's a pixel perfect PDF that we're creating. Now, on here, we did create some information, IP address, unique ID, and a date and timestamps. You can disable this if you do not want those markers here. You also have an option to be able to change the color of the signature. So if you want the signature to be blue, you can do that as well. Now, again, you can map other fields. You can have it automatically fill them out. You do not have to go to each document that you're going to send out and say, you're going to sign here, you're going to sign here. You do that at the template level, which means that for every document that we send out, it would know where those belong. Now, if customer 2 does not exist, that is fine. If no one if that's not in the signing order, we do not prompt them to fill out those fields. Okay. When they hit I agree, it finalizes the document, and it would finalize the document. They would be able to download it. My logo is broken on my test environment. And that would be it. It would attach to the customer record and then be good to go.